Live, this is 24-hour News 8.
From big league baseball stardom to a prison cell, ex-major leaguer Chad Curtis will likely spend years behind bars after being found guilty of fondling teen athletes that he was supposed to be training.
We have followed this trial every day for the past week, and we were there when the verdict came down. 24-hour News 8's Henry Erbs live in Hastings with the jury's findings and the reaction to it. Henry?
Yeah, the trial lasted all week here at the Barry County Courthouse, but once jurors got the case during the noon hour today, it did not take them long to decide that Chad Curtis is guilty.
4 weeks out.
Chad Curtis hugged his wife and daughters after he got the verdict. Then deputies took him away to the Barry County Jail, leaving his family and friends sobbing in the courtroom.
Guilty of 4th-degree criminal sexual conduct.
The jury found him guilty of 6 counts of criminal sexual conduct involving 3 female students at Lakewood High School, where he was a substitute teacher and ran a weight training program. It was from that program that the charges arose. The female students complained that Curtis touched them sexually while he was massaging them for pain and injuries. Barry County Prosecutor Julie Nakfor-Pratt said she was surprised but pleased by how fast the jury came back with a verdict, less than 2.5 hours.
It tells me that they listened intently to the testimony and evidence that was provided, and that they must have had strong feelings. But at 2.5 hours, it still tells me that they talked about it, they discussed it, and that's what we asked them to do.
Curtis's defense attorney, David Dodge, wouldn't talk on camera, but said there is still an appeal before the Michigan Supreme Court about some pre-trial issues that hasn't even been decided yet, and that after the sentencing, the defense will make an additional appeal. On the street in Hastings today, one former school teacher says she's been following the case.
It's a terrible thing to think of. I was in education for 38 years, and you hate to see that anything like this can happen to young people, and it's certainly sad when it is under the guise of helping kids, whether they're a coach or a teacher or a trainer or whatever. It's just a very sad commentary.
Chad Curtis is in the Barry County Jail tonight. He's going to be back here on September 26th to be sentenced. He could get 15 years in prison for molesting those girls. Live in Hastings, Henry Erbs, 24-hour News 8.